Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for June 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To get deeper into what the month holds for you, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. We're going to start off with a Celtic cross reading and close off with an oracle card message. In the present situation, you have Three of Pentacles. What crosses or complements is the Chariot. Above you, you have the Three of Wands. Below you, Seven of Swords. In the past, the Emperor. Near future, Queen of Swords. Your current attitude regarding the situation, Six of Swords. Your environment, Five of Cups. Hopes and fears, you have the Four of Pentacles. And the outcome, you have the Death card, which is your card, Scorpio. So, let's go through some meanings and get clarification. In the present situation, the Three of Pentacles crossed by the Chariot, it kind of indicates, a sense of working with others to, advance forward. And it looks like it could be in terms of education or career. Because in your hopes and dreams, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a sense of financial stability, perhaps starting out in a certain career, getting your money together, being more independent. And in the past, you have this Emperor card. So for some of you, it could be that you are either like changing gears, like this could be you in one profession having secured a position of power, and then maybe changing careers or going back to school and learning something, going in a new direction. For others, it could be that in the past you've really had to follow other people's rules, and you have an opportunity at present to really work on the talents that you want to showcase and advance those forward. What you have above you with the Three of Wands, this is kind of your conscious mind. With Three of Wands, it's a sense of expansion, wanting to possibly, succeed in whatever it is, this endeavor that you have before you. But it also could be a desire to actually move, to get away from something, maybe this Emperor. Because also in your environment, you have the Five of Cups, which is a sense of loss, grief, and sadness. And your attitude about this current situation is Six of Swords, which is a sense of like a transition. Can be also seen as a physical move, but it's also a sense of healing and going towards calmer waters, smoother times ahead. In the subconscious mind, you have the Seven of Swords. So here is something that might be at play that you might not really be aware of. With the Seven of Swords, this can be a liar, stealer, cheater card. This also can be a card of imposter syndrome. And it could be just like trying to escape with without telling people. It's kind of like, I'm going to go to the store for some milk and kind of never come back type of thing. In the near future, you have Queen of Swords, and that is a sense of independence, speaking your truth, pursuing truth, and for some, it could be an extreme form of independence. For some reason, I'm reminded that like this was known as like the widow card. So if there was some type of loss, it seems that this kind of is where you're going to be, like protecting yourself, and kind of been through a lot, it seems. With the outcome being the Death card, it is a sense of this is some type of transformation overall. It could be an escape, but it also is a way for you to transform. So let's take a look at the Emperor in the past. You have the Two of Pentacles, and that's a need to balance and negotiate things, to balance wants and needs. You have the 2, 3, and 4 of Pentacles. So it's almost a sense of moving through, like maybe the Emperor provided an opportunity to you, and you're now going through, what do I do with this opportunity? Like perhaps you were given money to go to school. Perhaps you're given a place to stay while you study or start a new job. Let's take a look at the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, well, these want to both come out. You have Wheel of the Year and 6 of Swords. So 6 of Swords is down here in your attitude view of the situation. I do think it's interesting that in this version of the 6 of Swords, the person who is the ferryman has this like symbol of, I think it's like spirit or gold or the sun over their head. I think it's supposed to indicate that this individual is blind. So I think it's interesting how you have this, like visually, the wheel of the year and that symbol. So kind of indicates with this 3 of Pentacles, it's really trying to learn something new, because you're like wanting to leave. This concept of moving on, this transition, the Wheel of the Year, or the Wheel of Fortune, this card in itself is about constant transition, constant changes. And the best way to deal with those changes is to be balanced and centered. So here it seems that maybe you've been needing some help or learning from others how to kind of deal with a certain situation. If this is more about life skills and values as opposed to career or education, then this is kind of could indicate some type of relationship with this Emperor where the plan is just to figure out what you need to just leave the situation. So let's take a look at this Chariot here that crosses or complements the situation. You have the 10 of Swords, and that's the concept of hitting like rock bottom, and possibly, trusting the wrong people. The good news about the 10 of Swords is that there is a new day ahead. And with the 2 6 of Swords, it's kind of making a break for it. So whatever this Chariot is, it seems more to be trying to escape a situation more so than going to a certain destination, which the 6 of Swords, I kind of think of it as it's unclear what the destination is. So let's take a look at the 7 of Swords down here, which is kind of the motivator, the subconscious motivator. These two wanted to come out. You have the King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. King of Pentacles is similar to the Emperor energy, someone who is in charge. They put in a lot of work to get to where they are. With the Hanged Man, it's a sense of needing a different perspective. We're like no longer struggling against the bindings and just like surrendering to things and trying to get a different perspective. So here, with the 7 of Swords, it seems more of trying to maybe even escape the notice of this King of Pentacles, because it might have been an ongoing thing where the opinion of the King of Pentacles, which I'm kind of sensing the King of Pentacles and Emperor might be the same, but the opinion of the King of Pentacles is really what you're trying to negotiate, and also trying to see how you can kind of get it out of their view. So let's take a look at the 3 of Wands, because that's your conscious mind. Like, kind of, if you had a plan, that's what it is. You have the Temperance card. And this is like a card of having peace and serenity and healing. And I do kind of see the Temperance card as creating your heaven on earth, taking your experiences from the past, mixing them with the present, and creating the future that you want. I also see this as like balancing the physical and the emotional, conscious and subconscious, and really being in a place of balance. So it could be that, you know, this whole endeavor, the whole goal of whatever it is you're doing, whatever you're moving away from, is to get a sense of peace, balance, and create a future for yourself. So let's take a look at your attitude of the situation. The 6 of Swords is the focus here. You have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the near future. So it almost seems like this transition is in a way dealing with this Emperor, negotiating and finding this sense of balance, trying to kind of get to a place of where things are just smooth, not having to deal with someone that you trust maybe cutting you down, or having to watch your words. And it has given you this life experience where you have this Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is kind of has cut away their fear. They are pretty much someone that lives by reason and intellect, fairness, and severity. So basically, it could be a sense of, some people might see this as being cold. This might be a way to protect yourself. I'm trying to see here what other cups are in this spread. So far, it's just pentacles. There are swords. I do see this 1 3 of wands and this 1 5 of cups. So in terms of the emotions that are showing up so far, it's the emotion of loss and grief and sadness. In terms of the inspiration or the energy here, it's the energy of just wanting to expand and be greater than what you already have or what you've already experienced. So let's take a look at your environment. 5 of Cups. You have the 3 of Cups. And this is about celebration of friendships and relationships overall with others. So it could be that for some of you, you don't have that type of support system. For others, it could be that you do have a support system and they're trying to help you, deal with something where there is like sadness around you. Perhaps in relation to this emperor. So let's take a look at your hopes and fears, this 4 of Pentacles. This is a sense of like a sturdy foundation. So you're either wanting that for yourself, or you are fearing that you're going to lose that. So let's see. You have the Magician. This is someone who is confident, someone who has skills, talents, resources. They're aware of their environment and surroundings. They're able to communicate their wants and their needs. They are co-creating with spirit. The way that I see this in the hopes and fears is that this is kind of, you're hoping that you can at least find this stability going forward once you leave the situation. And that the goal is to be in this place of confidence, awareness, and being able to kind of manifest whatever it is that you want. It's almost like that Temperance card of creating your heaven on earth. The Magician can manifest whatever reality that they want. So in the near future, you have this Queen of Swords. So let's see what's going on there. You have the 8 of Wands. And this is a card of, setting a course for a certain goal and things moving swiftly. It's also a sense of communicating in a way that is clear, possibly quick communications, fast communications. So for some of you, it could be that this has to do with a job or a career. And for others, it's kind of the way that you're going to be able, once you leave whatever situation you're in, you're going to have that experience where you are able to think clearly. You're able to make decisions more clearly. And you're going to be able to kind of have a goal that you set for yourself. So with this Death card, this outcome, you know, this Death card here is about transformation, but there's also a sense of loss. It's even when people want to change, there's some things that are difficult for them to give up, even if it's not for their best and highest good. So let's take a look at that Death card here. You have the Ten of Pentacles. And that is a sense of legacy, family, happiness, material wealth. So for some of you, it might be that this transformation is taking you away from the family you grew up with. And that's something that with the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords, and the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, that's been the goal. For others of you, it's this transformation, you making this transformation, this change into a more reasonable, straightforward, you know, honest and confident individual is going to help you secure the type of life that you want. You know, the Magician and the Temperance card, creating that heaven on earth. The Ten of Pentacles is kind of like that ideal of what in the material world would be the ideal, you know, environment for that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card here, see which animal totem guides you through the month. You have Peacock, vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So with this Peacock vibrancy card, there is a concern that, you know, you have a lot of attention on you. And again, if it might be unwanted attention that you have from this, this Emperor here. And it could be that you're trying to shake off your shine, especially when you have this Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is still compassionate. They're not heartless, but they are also seen as, you know, slightly just cold. The feelings are of the least importance. And here, the only kind of feelings cards you have are the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups. So, and this is in your environment. So if you have, you know, that is your only kind of feeling motivators, then there's the kind of brings up the question of, you know, what type of feelings does the Queen of Swords carry? What are they motivated by? And here it's almost a question of what emotions do you value? What is worth holding on to? Here with the Peacock vibrancy, this is a card of someone who is confident, someone who is kind of able to draw attention and hold that attention. But it's almost as if you are kind of trying to escape that attention. But as long as you are true to yourself and recognize your brilliance, then go for it. So I'm hoping that this provides a helpful perspective of your month, and we'll see you next time. Take care.